Dear students, in the last we discussed about causes for disequilibrium in the balance of payment. Yes, once again, I will repeat all those important things and uh, start the new one, that is exchange controls. I think a short question is there on exchange controls, but long question is there on causes for disequilibrium in the balance of payment and how it is corrected. Yes, dear students, there are main causes for disequilibrium in the balance of payment. They are quantitative changes, changes in the price cost structure, changes in the national income, speculative of transfer funds, changes of the rate of foreign exchange. These are the major causes for disequilibrium in the balance of payments. Yes. Then how the balance of payment is corrected? The question arises. We discussed about the methods of correcting disequilibrium in the balance of payments in the last session. Okay, I will repeat all those things and will continue or go for next topic. Yes. So what are those very important methods implemented by government, any government of the world? The first one, deflation is there, that to curtail the income of the people of the country. The central bank of the country used, that is monetary methods. They are quantitative methods or quantitative weapons to check the supply of money in the country. They are bank rate, open market operation, variable cash reserve ratio, etc. So by raising these all, the central bank of the country try to check the money supply in the country. Okay. The second one, exchange depreciation, that is reducing the value of our currency in terms of foreign currency. So here it is operated only in free exchange market. Exchange depreciation, it is possible only in free exchange market. Yes, under the fluctuating exchange rates, the rate of exchange is determined by the supply of demand for currency in the market. Okay, the disequilibrium in the balance of payment, that is corrected by depreciating or by reducing the value of our currency. Okay, and then devaluation. So what is devaluation? Deliberately the government of the country reducing the value of currency in terms of foreign currency. So deliberately means the government take initiation to reduce the value of our currency in terms of foreign currency. Is it clear? And this devaluation is the very important point. Yes, why this is very important point? Because it is possible only under given conditions. They are elasticity of demand and then internal cost price structure, and another one, no retaliation by other countries, exchange control. These are the very interesting things. Okay. This means what? Elasticity of demand. The both side ಅದೇನಿರಬೇಕು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬೇರೆದವ್ರು ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್, ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್, that is reduction, is also one of the very important method to correct the adverse balance of payment. Okay, my dear students, and today's topic is exchange controls. So what do you mean by exchange control? Yes, let us see. So exchange control is the very important alternative means of correcting adverse balance of payment. So control, the name itself indicates that monitoring the things. Yes, exchange control means what? Control of, that is transaction of foreign currency. So that is payments and receipts. Okay, yes. What do you mean by exchange control? See here, exchange control is an alternative means of correcting the adverse balance of payments. It refers to a complete control of overall transactions of international character involving foreign payments and receipts. Yes, foreign payments and receipts. monitoring the receipts of foreign currency and monitoring that is payments of foreign currency. It is called as foreign exchange control. So here one definition is given according to Frederick, that is Benham. Exchange control is a method of preventing a deficit in the balance of payment. Indirectly, he quotes that exchange control is the important method to check that is adverse balance of payment. Yes, my dear students, many more definitions are there and more or less all the definitions remains the same. One more definition I would like to express here: any form of official interference with the freedom of dealings in foreign exchange is nothing but exchange control. Yes. So another one that is given by Enke Salera, an exchange control or exchange restriction is any interference by the government with the freedom of the market in which the currency may be exchanged for another. So come to the point by looking all the important definitions of exchange control. So the final here I quoted according to Frederick Benham, exchange control is a method of preventing a deficit in the balance of payment. What is that deficit? That is ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಖೋತ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಡೆಫಿಸಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೆಫಿಸಿಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ ಅವಾಗ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಡೆಫಿಸಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರೋದು ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ exchange control. Okay, what are the objectives of exchange control? Why to control that is transaction of the foreign currency? This is the big question. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು? ನೀವು ಅನ್ಬೋದು, ಓ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಚಲೋ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ನಮಗಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್, ವೇಟ್ 1 minute. Okay, so what are the objectives of exchange control? Yes, to ensure essential imports, correcting balance of payments disequilibrium, to secure bargaining power in foreign trade, to help central planning, to prevent export of capital, gold, and that is essential goods. Okay, let us learn one by one. The first one, to ensure essential imports. Exchange control may be adopted by the government to ensure that the necessary imports and to avoid the wastage of foreign exchange by restricting, by checking the unnecessary, that is what, imports. Yes. If there is no control, if there is no control, then automatically what happens? Imports will be increased. That is why the government trying to check, that is exchange transactions. Yes, that is main point, to ensure essential imports. Only essential imports should be permitted, and that is unnecessary imports must and should be curtailed. ಯಾವುದು ನಮಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಯಾವುದು ನಮಗೆ ಅತಿ ಅವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅಂತವುಗಳ ಆಮದುಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಆದ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡುವುದು, ಇನ್ನುಳಿದವುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುದು, ಕಡಿತಗೊಳಿಸುವುದು. ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ಸೊ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಹಾಕೋದು, ಈ ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರ್ಬಂಧನೆಯನ್ನ ಹಾಕುವುದರಿಂದ ಇದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. And then correcting balance of payments disequilibrium. Yes, so exchange depreciation is there, devaluation is there. So these all things are related to exchange control only. Yes, if there is adverse balance of payment, if there is a disequilibrium in the balance of payment, then definitely we have to apply exchange control. Yes. So this is the one more important objective for exchange control. And then to secure bargaining power in foreign trade. Yes, this is very interesting. Exchange control helps in securing bargaining power in a foreign trade. Take for example, if exportable commodities are limited in relation to the demand for them, a country can arrange for their exports only to selected countries on a favorable terms. This is very important. Yes. What is that? To secure bargaining power in foreign trade. If we are having scarce or limited exportable resources, then at that time we have to check or to control, that is exchange transaction with, that is limited countries of the world. Okay. Then to help central planning. Yes, exchange control is also adapted to the planning process in the country. Yes, what is that planning? Planning means that is using the limited resources of the country up to the maximum extent. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು, ನೀವು ಪಂಚವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಸೊ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದಾಗ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಸುಸ್ಥಿರ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ದೇಶ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲೇಬೇಕು. ಎನಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ has its own economic planning, not only India but any other country of the world. And exchange control definitely so helps for what? Central planning system. Yes. Then another one, to prevent export of capital, gold and essential goods. This is the very important point. Take for example, if the government fail to put restrictions on the exports of the country, then definitely export industries export almost all goods to the foreign countries to more foreign currency. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ರಫ್ತುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನ, ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಿದ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಗಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆವಾಗ ದೇಶದ ಒಳಗೆ ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಅತಿ ಪ್ರಸರಣ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್, that is produced goods to the only foreign countries, then what happens? Supply in the home country, that is reduced, which in turn increases the supply of those goods in our country. Then it is quite dangerous. Therefore, exchange control is implemented with an intention to attain these all important objectives. Now come to the point. So what are the methods of exchange control? There are two methods of exchange control. One is direct method and another one is indirect method. So come to the point. Direct one, intervention, exchange restrictions, exchange clearing agreements, transfer, moratorium. And what are the indirect methods? Interest rate change, import duty, export subsidy. Okay, let us learn these all one by one. Okay, what is this intervention? Yes, my dear students, the government may intervene and try to establish a complete control over the foreign exchange dealings or transactions in foreign exchange market. Yes, so intervention. ಇಂಟರ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಮಧ್ಯಸ್ಥಿಕೆ. ಯಾರ ಮಧ್ಯಸ್ಥಿಕೆ? ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮಧ್ಯಸ್ಥಿಕೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಹಸ್ತಕ್ಷೇಪ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಆಗು ಹೋಗುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, government intervene, the central bank is there to look after these all things, and the concentration of power in a single authority, that is central bank, helps to adjust demand and supply conditions of foreign exchange according to the needs of the country. Yes, according to the needs of the country, the central bank adjusts, that is exchange transactions. So this is a very important, that is method. What is that? Intervention. Okay. Then come to the second one, exchange restrictions. So exchange restrictions means nothing but the policy of the government reducing the supply of the home currency to the foreign exchange market. Exchange restrictions may take, that is in different forms, in different forms. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕೋತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಹಣ, ಪರರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುವುದು, ಪರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಹಣ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುವುದು. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡರ ಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದ್ರಿ, ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಯಾವ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು? ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನಾವು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ exchange transactions. Yes, my dear students. And another one, multiple exchange rates. So ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಎರಡಲ್ಲ ಮೂರ್ ನಾಲ್ಕು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ. ಹೀಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಎಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್? ಎಸ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, is it clear? And the third one, exchange clearing agreements. So what these clearing agreements? Clearing agreements, nothing but the agreements between Germany and other European countries in the 1930s. And it is a matter of bookkeeping. Clearing agreements is nothing but the matter of bookkeeping. Bookkeeping of what? Exchange transactions. Under this system, no direct transaction of foreign exchange are involved. Transaction between the countries are settled through, that is the bank, then only each and everything is maintained. This is the very interesting one, clearing agreements. Okay, these are the 4 important one. And finally, transfer moratorium. So what is this? It is a temporary method of solving payment problem. And according to this, payments to foreign creditors or exporters are suspended during a period of moratorium. Once it is cleared, and then automatically the again transaction will be started. Yes, is it clear? And this period is known as what? Moratorium, transfer moratorium. These are the direct methods of exchange control. Yes, is it clear? And come to the next point, that is indirect methods. What are the indirect methods? 3 are given here. Interest rate change, import duty, export subsidy. Yes, what is this interest rate change? Changing the rate of interest is indirect method, not direct. A change in the rate of interest indirectly influences the exchange rate of the country. The rate of exchange is the outcome of the forces of demand and supply relating to the other currencies, and it depends upon what? The trade and capital movements. Trade and capital movements. Yes. So if we changes the rate of interest, then automatically the capital movement country is controlled, and automatically the trade will be controlled. When the trade will be controlled, exchange transactions will be ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯತಕ್ಕಂತ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ವಹಿವಾಟು ಅಥವಾ ಬಂಡವಾಳದ ಒಳಹರಿವು ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರಹರಿವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ದರವನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುವುದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತೀವೋ, ಆವಾಗ ತನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಾನೇ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ವಹಿವಾಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತು ವಿದೇಶಿ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಕೂಡ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Then the second point, import duty. Yes, these are imposed to encourage the domestic industries. Yes, if we fail to restrict the imports of the country, then automatically what happens? Imports goes on increasing, and it is quite dangerous to the domestic country, home that is industry. ಇಡೀ ದೇಶ ನಾವು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಪಥದತ್ತ ಸಾಗಿದಾಗ ನಾವು ಆಮದುಗಳನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ದೇಶೀಯ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೀಳ್ತದಪ್ಪ? ಪೆಟ್ಟು ಬೀಳ್ತದ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ we have to check imports of the country. How to check the imports of the country? And some are very essential. Without all those imports, economic development is not possible. Let them allow. But on others, we have to impose import duty. What is this duty? Duty means nothing but that is the tax. Yes, whatever imposed by the government. So on the imports, that is called as import duty. Yes, my dear students, by import duties, we have to check the imports and to check the exchange transactions between the different countries of the world. Okay, then export subsidy. Yes, it is the indirect method. It is the method, not direct. It is the indirect method. To check exchange control, we have to reduce imports. Then we have to reduce imports by imposing import duties. This is on the one hand. And on the other hand, another way is there. What is that another way? Let us give more and more financial subsidies to our export industries. Then they produce more and they export more. Automatically, we also earn more foreign currency. It is plus point. It is favorable to the balance of payment. Therefore, we have to give more and more subsidies to the export in the country. Yes, my dear students, this is the very brief topic related to the exchange control. Yes, now I would like to give you important. Well, what do you mean by exchange control? Who controls? What do you mean by exchange rate? State the present exchange rate. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದ, ಈಗಿನ ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಲ್ಲ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಬರಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಪುಸ್ತಕದಾಗಿಂದ ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ನಾ ಈ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ನೀವು ಅವತ್ ಹಿಂದಿಂದ ಏನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಅವರ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಗೇನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಆಂಡ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಐತಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಆಪ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಇದು ಅದಾವ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ತಂದ್ರೆ ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಸೆ ಬರ್ದಂಗ್ ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಬರೆಯಕ್ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಬರೀತಾರ. ಪೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. Am I right, my dear students? Yes. You have to present your paper, that to attract evaluator of your paper. Then I will present one that is presentation for you, how to write paper. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು, ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, how to write paper. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. It is very easy to score 100 out of 100 in economics. You are going to write that 80 marks is given by the college internal. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. 3 ತಾಸು ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. 3 hours is 80 marks only. And out of that 80 marks, 20 marks, that is 2 marks questions are there. So 20 marks ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಆರಾಮ್ ಸೆ 10 to 15 minutes ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. The remaining time here to present your paper in a system of paper is very important. My dear students, go through these all points and be ready for your next semester examination. Yes, my dear students, if any doubt, drop message in the group, then I will discuss in the next session. Okay, stay safe, take care and be inspired. Thank you.